Hey guys, what's up? We are gonna prep the coilovers. We're gonna use some anti-seize on the threads, and I'll show you how to get that done in just a minute. I just want to fill you in on the next quarantine project. I have 2012 Infiniti G37 IPL, and I just ordered some coilovers so we can get rid of this monster truck gap here. Look how big this is. Almost my whole hand can fit in there. So we're gonna throw some of these Fortunato coilovers on. But first, we're gonna prep the coilovers so that in the future we don't have issues with them seizing. We can still adjust the height, the spring, and I'll show you. We're gonna get right into it, okay? Alright, so one of the first things we're gonna do is we're gonna take this Permatex aluminum anti-seize lubricant and we're gonna spread it on the threads. Now the cool thing about this is that it covers from negative 55 degrees Celsius to 807 degrees Celsius, which I will never be driving on the road if the temperatures are that extreme. So we're gonna put this on the threads. We're gonna remove the bottom collar here. We're gonna put it on all the way up to, I don't know, as far as we wanna go. These threads here aren't supposed to move. This is only supposed to be 7 inches minus a quarter. I measured it, it's already set, so we're gonna leave that alone. One of the first steps is to crack the nuts loose on the wheels before you put it up in the air. The next thing you want to do is take a 12 millimeter and loosen the 3 bolts. You want to loosen these 3 bolts. One here, one here, one here. The next step after you loosen the lug nuts and the bolts for the front shocks under the hood, you want to jack the car up. So you're going to pull out your jack stands, you want to pull out your jack and start jacking, or quick jack it. So now that we have the car up in the air, we're going to take the wheels off. You gotta remove this is a 19. This one, and this one are 14 millimeters. You gotta remove those, and then you can pull the pin out and then take off the stock shock. So we're just gonna do an update now, show you how far we got along with the install on the coilovers. They're both in. Everything's pretty much tight. We're just gonna double check, but I'll show you what we did. We still have to connect this hose here and the smaller ones on the back. Just gotta spin this around. Alright, so. Alright guys, that's low. That may be a little too low for me just to drive around, you know, daily driving. I go over potholes and bumps, some railroad tracks nearby. So I'm gonna raise it up a little bit. Not too much though, but that does look good though. So I adjusted the coilovers, raised them 1 inch. So now we're gonna lower the car and take a look at the wheel gap. Nice. And we ride a little bit, it'll settle.